cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. This isn't a robbery. Hands in the sky if you got a dream. Learn nothing was blocking me. I was the problem, the only one stopping me. I didn't like it, I had to refocus. Now I'm devoted, I know where I'm going. Controlling emotions, I'm owning the moment. In order to get it, see, you gotta want it. This type of flow make a living break. Confessions over these 808s. Don't sleep on the key, better stay away. I mean, for heaven's sake, I'ma be the best. Came from the endless, playing with the games, bitch with the chest. Be beating on my chest, trying to get my rest. Watch me while I flex. Every win is a blessing, and every L is a lesson. So when I run into rejection, I know it's only redirection. I see the blessings right beside me. The chances of quitting are likely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me. Boxes, boxes. I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on a lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on applying the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours, go! I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. New memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the bars in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the go. There's one art, one shot, now the future is yours, go! Yeah, it's one art, one shot, now the future is yours, go!
A big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding.
It's really helped our kids to have more opportunities.
Gaining the extra funding really goes a long way to providing opportunities.
We are low on the socioeconomic index, so our students haven't got $200 when we're going away for these trips.
Students often miss out on opportunities because of the financial commitment.
More often than not, the student has to give up their sport.
With the funding from Apollo Projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions.
Your generosity has enabled us to enable these students to be able to play in these sports, be able to just be the best versions of themselves.
We're really grateful, and I cannot express that enough about how and what it means to us.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you. We're going to go once. We're going twice. And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
Whoops, running on empty? Enjoy a 6 cents per litre fuel discount at your local Caltex with Pumped every day. Ah, feels good, eh? Get it at any participating Caltex.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Kei ngā maunga whakahi, ngā awa whakatere tani whā putano I te motu, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Nau mai hara mai e te whānau ki tēnei papatākaro kei Hastings Boys High School, ko Jesse Rāpana tōku ingoa, ko Bowen Stefford tēnei, ko māua ngā kai whakataki mo tēnei kēmu. E te iwi, nau mai rā. Welcome everybody to the Super 8 game between two juggernauts, Hastings Boys High School versus Rotorua Boys High School, here in the beautiful Hawke's Bay, Here Tauranga, live at the Hastings Boys High School Field 1. Bowen, introduce yourself, brother.
Kia ora whānau.
Ko wai koe no hea koe.
Kia ora, ko Bowen Kirika Stefford tōku ingoa. Thank you everyone watching. It should be a good game as both these teams always have for us. So thank you all for coming in. The weather's performing for us today, so it should be a good one for everyone.
Cool, brother. It's good to have you alongside me today in the beautiful Hawke's Bay. Just give me some insight on the team. Who is one player Rotorua Boys High School is going to look out for today?
There's a few players out there that have been performing recently, but it's hard to look past the young Reid Pawai in the year 11, starting at the number 5 for Hastings Boys. He's doing well in the top 100 rankings that have been coming through, and being mentored.
I think he's ranked 15th, am I right?
I believe so, yeah, 15th. He's good mentor.
Well, it's been a shaky start to the season for Rotorua Boys High School, being beaten convincingly by Hamilton Boys High School 40-7, in the host Arkina with a nail-biting win over New Plymouth Boys High 17-7. Whānau, you're probably thinking, why are we having a game on a Tuesday? Unfortunately, a couple weeks ago, this game was postponed due to bad weather. So we're here today, and Bowen, how good to have footy on a Tuesday, eh?
Oh yeah, I mean, in weather like this, it's hard to beat it. I mean, means you get a sneak in 2 games in 1 week, and who doesn't love that?
Yes, brother. Well, we're getting ready for the 2 teams to come out. Let's introduce the 2 teams today. For Raukura, at loose head prop, we've got Chiefs Under 18 Schoolboys Harold Rounds. Great form rewards Atarea Trump in the 2 jersey, while Ngāti 2 Whare Toa Cody Renata rounds out the front row for Rotorua. In the engine room sees 2 exciting young locks of Gilbert and Hutchings taking the field. Hard-working Muffy Leo on the blind side partners with in-form inspirational leader Troy Harmy at the open. Positional change sees Sairusi Ravuri at the 8, while Captain Jai Tamati will steer the ship from the halfback position. Case van der Hayden will look to take control of today's game, while Vake and Kama will take control of today's game and give some pace in the middle. Pace the burn out wide with Waramu Brayley and Josiah Graham on the wing, and making his first start today for Rotorua, Little Brothy at the fullback. Bowen?
At Hastings Boys, we've got, in the props, we've got Izzy Korangivalu and Mighty Leaf, 2 strong props in there for us, with another young year 12 in there, Joseph Little Sifo. And in the locks, like I said before, we've got young Reed Pawa, the year 11 in there, and his mentor Oscar Ritchie, both very strong locks out there. In the loosies, we've got Tofa Teo Kofanunga and Vincent Kite. Vincent Kite, another young year 11 in there, and Tofa, year 13, just helping him push through. And Sean McNaughton out there, another dangerous player for Hastings Boys, been coming through in those top 100 rankings very well. And at the 9, due to some injuries, Mike Brown has been performing, coming in at the 9, he's been doing very well. At the 10, captaining is Isaiah Tulio. He's had an amazing season, good leadership skills out there, and hope to see it again in this game. Outside him, we've got another young year 11 in there, Triumph Voice, powerful, pushing through it. It's great to see another young year 11 out there. And then Yuri Rowlands in at the centre, another powerful player for Hastings Boys. And on the wings, we've got Kyan Lowe and Rafe Robinson, a beautiful duo out there with pace to burn, light on their feet, the both of them. And Morco Lambert running out at the fullback, a skillful player out there. Not much you can do about that.
Awesome. And of course, coach for Rotorua Boys High, Kieran Boytha, and for Hastings Boys High, Jason Schumark, ex-Hawke's Bay Magpie player. Brilliant player that Jason Schumark was. Bowen, just waiting for the arrival of Rotorua Boys High School. Let me ask you about Vincent Kite. He's made his way to the starting lineup, and give me some insight on Kite.
Yeah, he's another young year 11 in there in the mix. He's came to Hastings Boys not too long ago, didn't start there, but he's coming through now, and he's brought the impact, and under 15s he brought it very well, performed, and he's worked his way into the starting lineup today, so great to see him out there. We'll see how he builds up to it.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, 2 young guns, Reed Paiwa and Vincent Kite. So yes, Whānau, be aware of those 2 youngsters. I'm sure they'll have a great game today. Well, just the particulars happening. Not too sure if the 2 teams will be going through the Haka rituals, but we'll just wait and see, Whānau, and let's just see what the 2 teams do. awesome haka from the Rotorua Boys High School team. Waiting for kickoff. The officials today, John O'Bredon, who will referee today's game, alongside touch judges Nick Hogan and Dean Chamberlain. Let's hope for an exciting game today, whānau. It's a lovely day here in the Hawke's Bay, with two exciting backlines named. Let's hope for some expansive rugby. Just want to do a quick shout out to our sponsors today: Whakaata Māori, Bailey's, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming and Apollo Projects. Ngā mihi kia koutou. Oh, looks like Tuli Lau is coming up to the ball. Hastings Boys High kickoff. Everyone in position. Let's hope for a great game. Kickoff from Tuli Lau. Karma gets the ball, passes out wide to Case Vanderheden. Case gets it out of his 22. Caught by winger Lowe. Given to fullback Lambert. Lambert takes it up to the halfway line. Bit isolated, but he managed to get a nice ball out. Losefo takes a nice ball forward over the advantage line. Good passing skills from Hastings Boys High. Mike Brown giving it off to Oscar Ritchie. Ritchie making the advantage line. Brown out wide. Tuli Lau. McNaughton takes a great hit up. But isolated again, but Rotorua Boys High really aren't putting any pressure on the rucks. Hastings Boys High just going back a little bit. Look to Tuli Lau to settle the game down just a little bit. Lambert takes it. Oh, good inside ball to Lambert. Some great skills from these big boys from Hastings, but they just don't seem to... they're not looking at getting over the advantage line at the moment. Great turnover by Okura. Oh, Oscar Ritchie diving over. No hands on the tackle. Unfortunate from Ritchie. Looks like Case Vanderheden will be going for touch. So they'll be looked to setting a driving more and using their big forwards to get over the line. Great touch finder by Vanderheden. Probably about 10 metres out from Hastings Boys High try line. Look at Hutchins to take this ball, whānau, and a more to form with Throp at the back. Seems to be a bit of a weapon for Rotorua Boys High this year. They're more coached by the brilliant Henry Kershaw. Advantage Rotorua Boys High with a knock-on advantage. Case settled down by Vake. Harold Rounds take a carry and make some great yardage. Quick ball for Jai Tamati. Great hit up by Gilbert. Case out wide. Kama just settles things and straighten things up for Okura. Another strong carry for Renate. Boy, he's had a great game today. Rounds with a 2 pass to Vake. Great carry by Muffy Leo. Hard-working Muffy Leo. Another strong run by Rounds. Case 2 pass to Vake. Oh, and knocked on advantage Hastings Boys High School. Unfortunate. Rotorua Boys High were stringing along some great phases. Just handling errors, letting them down. Great little take by Muffy Leo. Gets over the advantage line. I think here Jai Tamati just had to settle things down, slow things down, and really just apply the pressure. Looks like Rotorua getting over the advantage line, but just rushing things a little too much. First scrum of the game, whānau. Restart there. Bowen, you've got a great prop on the bench. Membranes Tahu.
Yeah.
How good's this Kwanu Valu been to keep a player like Membranes off on the bench?
Well, I think Karangi Valu, he's been performing recently and throughout the years. He played last year as well as a year 11 and performed real well as a young gun. So he's just been consistent, very consistent. The coach is loving that.
Oh, quick tap for Rotorua Boys High School, engaging early. Leaf just ahead of things a little bit. I think Rotorua Boys High will go back to their strength. And it seems like they've brought Brophy into the line a little bit. So just look out for a two pass to Kama whānau, and then maybe Brophy hitting some kind of a outside line or inside pass from Kama. Looks like they're looking at setting up something out wide. Penalty. Hastings Boys High moving above the mark. Taken quick tap by Jai Tamati. Kama come back inside to the forwards of Hastings Boys High School. Wide to Harold Rounds. Another big carry with Big Harold. A knock on. Handling errors been costly for Rotorua Boys High today. 2 in the space of 5 minutes and attacking Hastings Boys High School 22. Unfortunate. Bowen, has there been an injury to Membranes why he hasn't been playing, or it's just good form keeping him out?
I think the coaches are just really just looking to build that fire up in him that he has. That he's just trying to build up that ego, get him on the field hungry, and get him up to his expectations and bring that impact in for when the boys need a rest.
Hastings looks like they're running it out of their 22. I would too with the back line they have. Tulivalu kicks and makes a great touch finder just a little over the 22 of Hastings Boys High. Let's see if Rotorua whānau can just slow things down and just get their phrases running again. Jai Tamati out wide to Case Van Hayden. To Kama. Vake straighten things out. Good run by Vake. Seems to be making the advantage line every time he's touching the ball, Vake. And so is this bloke, Harold Rounds. He's having a fantastic game today. Out wide again, that looks like that's Troy Harmy. Never sells you short, Troy Harmy. Big. This looks like a penalty holding on. McNaughton with a great turnover. Great turnover by McNaughton. Little isolated Josiah Graham. And when you're coming up against a great forward like McNaughton, Sean McNaughton, you got to watch out. Bowen, Sean McNaughton, how good has he been for you guys?
I mean, you've seen it right then and there. He's been doing that this whole year. He's been succeeding on the defence and just thriving on the offence as well. He's number 8, just in his element, getting those turnovers, scoring tries, you name it.
Well, I think he's ranked in the top 100 high school players. I think he's coming in around high 15, 20s. So, yeah, great player to have for Hastings.
Yeah, 100%.
Good chance for Hastings to attack Rotorua in good field position. Great defence by Rotorua holding them up. Hastings better get that ball out, otherwise it's going to be a scrum to Rotorua. The maul is still going forward, but if they can't clear that ball out, Mike Brown, Rotorua with a costly error there, pulling the maul down. It was a silly error by Gilbert. He didn't need to do that. He held the player up. Should have just stayed calm, kept the maul up, and they would have got the turnover with the scrum.
Some quick thinking from Hastings boys we see there, managing to get out of that one.
Exactly, Bowen. Their forwards all calm, helped out in the maul, went forward, and they were able to win that penalty. Good touch finder by Tulilao. Let's look to get this ball out to the Hastings Boys High School. Exciting backline. My money's on Kyan Lowe Bowen to score the first try. I like the swinger.
It's not a bad bet there. He's light on his feet, Kyan.
Yes, he is, with a lot of place to burn. Good forward drive at the moment. Good defence by Rotorua Boys High at the moment. But it looks like a try has been scored. And that is Ko Whanonga. Looks like Ko Whanonga has scored the first try of today's game. Am I right, Bowen?
I believe that one was Vince Kitty there, the young year 11.
Oh!
So it's
Vince
stoked on that one.
Yes, a player we highlighted early in the game too. Young Vincent. Great power. Took the ball, saw an opportunity and used his leg drive to get him over the line. Can't help but wonder the position that Rotorua Boys High has had today. Just the costly errors have let them down. But great for Hastings Boys High School have capitalised on their position down in the opponent's 22.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of that this game. A lot of back and forth, change of momentum. It's looking to be a good one.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't expect anything less from two juggernauts of the Super 8 competition.
100%.
Let's see if Lambert can capitalise on that 5-pointer from Kite. And he slots it over with ease. Great kick by Lambert. Hastings Boys High School up 7-0. Case Van der Hayden looking to start the game. Like I said before, Bowen, just costly errors costing Rotorua at the moment.
Yeah, 2 knock-ons there. Could have costed them a try for all we know. It's unlucky from their side, and then just that penalty they gave away. Costly, very costly.
Kick off from Van der Hayden to the 22 of Hastings Boys High, gathered by Whanonga. Hunivalu with a hit up. Great defence by Rotorua though. Managed to stop him getting over the advantage line. Tulilau with the clearing kick.
Let's go, Jai. China.
Finds Jai Tamati. Jai looking to attack. Karma out wide. Here's a good little phase for Rotorua Boys High School with Wuramu Brayley on Karma's outside.
Let's play!
Good take up by Jake Hutchins. Not too sure what this penalty is by referee Johnny.
I believe that one was a high
Looks like an offside, so high tackle.
Yeah, just
thanks, Bowen.
Slipped into the captain Isaiah's. Just slipped it up just too high on that one.
Cool, awesome. Well, it looks like Case is going for the touchline. They're going to go to the weapon of the maul. Let's just hope that Rotorua can just be calm and just string their phases along, because when they're making phases, they're making good yardage. But again, you've got to give credit to Hastings Boys High. Defence has been outstanding today. Another unforced error by Rotorua sees possession of the ball by Hastings Boys High School. Mike Brown to Tulilo. He fakes the kick. No advantage there called by the ref. They'll go down for scrum. Probably 5 metres out of Hastings Boys High School try line. Again, Bowen, we've just seen another mistake from Rotorua. It seems to be costing them at the moment, and against a good team like Hastings, you just can't do that.
Yeah, I think be getting a bit on their mental side now. It's about mental toughness at this point. How can they bounce back and how can they fix these errors?
Another penalty given away by Rotorua at the scrum time. Number 1, Harold Round's elbow touching the ground. Unfortunately, it's been the tale of the story today with Rotorua, with the handling errors and penalties they're giving away.
Let's go, Jacob, wake up!
Tulilau carving some yardage out there, maybe 10 metres out of the 22 of Hastings Boys High School. Bowen, Hastings seem to just be playing a patient game and just capitalising on the mistakes of Rotorua Boys High.
Yeah, I think at the start of the game, Rotorua had their momentum and Hastings Boys were trying to play at a Rotorua speed, and now they've slowed it down a bit, playing at their speed and seizing the opportunities.
Get up! Hand side!
JJ Lucifo with a take. Mike Brown clears it off to Tulilau. No, sorry, that's Lambert.
Go, Case, go, take him out! Take him out, Case!
Number 11, Robinson there, just saving the ball. Loose pass by Voice. Another advantage for Rotorua. Not releasing the player on no more. Another penalty given away from Rotorua. Coach Bortha won't be happy with his team's discipline today.
It'll be good to see how they come back in the second half.
I think Big Henry Kershaw and Kieran Bortha will be having some firm words with Rotorua. Their discipline and their handling errors just costing them the game at the moment. Early days still, Bowen, but hey, I mean, against a team like Hastings Boys, you really need to start collecting the points while they give you the opportunity down in their 22.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Rotorua could be on top. They've had some beautiful opportunities they've set for themselves.
Knock on by Kane Lowe. Unfortunate, it looked good there by Hastings Boys. Getting width on the ball, but unfortunately just the pass there was a little bit too low for Lowe. No pun intended.
Hold it, if it's moving, hold.
Boys High just over the halfway line. Good scrum by Hastings Boys, really putting the pressure on. Good little scoop by Jai Tamati, but a loose pass. Jai passes it out to Harold Round. Another strong carry by Harold. He's been playing out of his skin today. Good little pass, two pass. Kama making a break. Oh, he gets past McNaughton. Kama with the inside ball. Oh, great tackle. Oh, what a great try. Big Sairusi Ravudi with the try, with a fantastic break by Malachi Kama. Wow, Bowen, that's what Rotorua Boys can do.
That's beautiful. Beautiful rugby there. They've bounced back from a couple of mistakes and just some nice hands, quick on their feet, breaking through those tackles.
Great inside ball there by Malachi Kama. He saw Ravudi coming on his inside and he executed that pass well. Awesome stuff by Rotorua.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for more. There's aware of where his teammates are, and he's not keeping selfish there. Great work from the centre there.
Let's see if Case can capitalise the 2 points and draw things up here in Tauranga. Great kick by Case van der Hayden. Scores are tied up 7-7 here in the beautiful Hawke's Bay. Bowen, I think Hastings Boys High just needs to get their hands on the pill. I think Rotorua has had the more of the possession today, and they're just not getting any of the pill to play with.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Hastings boys, when they've got their momentum, they're taking full advantage of it.
Exactly. Great strong run by Renata. Jai Tamati clears it off to Harold Rounds. Another strong run by Harold. Ball's out. Jai box kick. Good kick by Jai Tamati. Finds the 10-metre line of the Hastings Boys High School side. McNaughton just in a tricky position there. But at least now JJ Lasifo gets a chance to get his hands on the ball. And hopefully Hastings Boys High School can string some phases together. Pressure from Rotorua Boys High School. No advantage there by the referee.
Some good hands.
Gilbert putting pressure on the ruck. Good strong run by Korani Valu. Little isolated, but they managed to clean their ruck. McNaughton with the ball. Good strong run by Vincent Kite. Mike Brown with the pass to Tulilau, and he clears the ball just over the halfway line. Good run by the debutant today, Brophy. Jai Tamati with a little box kick. Woodhamu Brayley chasing the ball, but mark called by Tulilau. No, sorry. Mike Brown clears it.
Some great pressure there from Rotorua boys.
I think Hastings Boys High, Bowen, just need to string some phrases together.
Yeah, I mean, here we see it right here.
Here's an opportunity. Sean McNaughton out wide.
Rafe Robinson.
Oh.
Good job. Way to get some meters in there.
Great kick by Robinson. Finds the 22 of the Rotorua Boys High School line. Now that's the danger, isn't it, Bowen, that Hastings possess? They could be down in their 22, but with an instant they can be on the other side.
Oh, exactly. I think it's the same with both teams here. It's just like that. With the flick of a switch, it can change sides of the field.
Sean McNaughton again, Bowen, just showing his class.
Yeah, great player there, Sean McNaughton, on the offense and the defense, as we've just seen.
Line out collected by Oscar Ritchie. Mike Brown looking for a runner. Manuvalu makes the advantage line with a great run. Penalty to Raukura. Oscar Ritchie just sealing the ruck there. Unfortunate penalty. I thought he was hard done by there. Sealing for Raukura. Good opportunity to get themselves out of danger. Again, just another unforced error by Hastings, costing them possession of the ball. Bowen.
Yeah, we've seen a couple critical errors throughout this game from both sides. And Raukura will be looking to capitalise off some of these soon.
Throp with the line out. Look at it targeting Jake Hutchins.
That's
Another
Vince Kitty
unforced
there.
error by Throp. Boy, Vince Kitty's playing a great game today. Strong run by Kofononga. Mike Brown with untidy ball, but was able to clean that for Hastings Boys High School. Oscar Ritchie takes a hit up for Hastings Boys. Tuli Lau out wide to Khan Low. Great run by Low, individual brilliance. Just the execution of that little grubber kick let him down. But, like I said to you before, Bowen, that's the excitement that this Hastings Boys High School has in the arsenal.
100%. I mean, just in that 5 seconds that Kyan Low had the ball, you see how versatile he is, how fast he can move on his feet.
He just stood up Josiah Graham there and was able to use his pace on the outside. Just unfortunately the kick went a little too deep. But exciting stuff for Hastings Boys. Lambert with the take. Gets up to the opponent's 10-metre line. Finally some clean ball for Mike Brown. JJ Lucifo with a strong carry. One thing I'd have to give Rotorua today, Bowen, is they're really putting pressure on the Hastings Boys High School ruck, which isn't allowing Mike Brown to have clean ball. Because we both know he's an exciting player when ball's coming out nice and clean and fast. Him and Tulilau just have a wicked combination.
Definitely. They've been doing very well in the rucks. Rotorua getting a couple turnovers, causing some errors on Hastings Boys, and yeah, putting heaps of pressure on Mike Brown.
So just for the viewers that have tuned in today, Bowen, give me some notable alumni who have come to Hastings Boys High in the past that our viewers may not know attended Hastings Boys.
I mean, the number one player from Hastings Boys that everyone must know of is got to be Tohu Harris. He's not in the union system anymore. He's gone over to league, but yeah, it's got to be Tohu Harris. Started off at Tomatia Nui in his club days and played Hastings Boys through his high school. Great player, and then yeah, he's gone through to Melbourne Storm, where he's had some good years through there, and now he's ended up back at home in the Warriors. He's got to be the number one pick from Hastings Boys.
Awesome, Bowen. JJ Lucefo looking to throw the ball in. Great take by Kite.
Go read!
Great maul by Hastings Boys High School. JJ Lucefo with the ball at the back. Very hard to stop JJ Lucefo this close to the line. Advantage, Hastings Boys High School. Rotorua collapsing the maul. Tuli Lau. If they hit Low, it's game over. Low. Great try by Kyan Low. Well, we're just talking about this young man, Bowen. What an excitement this guy is.
Another alumni that we see from Hastings Boys is Carl Low, which is Kyan's dad, is ex-Hurricane, ex-Magpie. And we see that.
Is that his son?
Reflecting. Yeah.
Oh.
So we see that.
Got the pace like his dad. Probably doesn't have his size, but man, got the pace on him. Great try by Low.
Yeah, like the first try from Hastings Boys, once they get that momentum, it's hard to stop there.
Well, I think at the moment, Bowen, Hastings isn't beating themselves. I think with Rotorua Boys High, the amount of handling errors and penalties that are given away, they're kind of their biggest enemy at the moment. And when every time Hastings Boys High is in the 22 of Rotorua, they're capitalising. And you just can't give a team like Hastings that much possession.
Definitely.
Walko Lambert with the kick. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make that kick. But A great pass by Lambert to set up low on the outside. Great game of footy today, whānau. We are live here in the beautiful Hawke's Bay, here Tauranga. Case Van der Hayden kicking off for Rotorua. Big kick by Van der Hayden. Gets to the 5-metre line of the Hastings Boys High try line. Collected by Josiah Graham. Wide out to Jai Tamati. Tamati with a kick, getting inside the Hastings Boys High School 22. Jai Tamati back again. Looking at attacking this time. Boyce with a great carry. Renata with a carry over the 15-metre line. Good 2-ball by Malachi Kama. Put Brophy into a great little hole. Kama at first receiver. Another hit up by Harold Rounds. He's having a terrific game for Rotorua today. Thorpe with a carry over the advantage line. Clean ball for Rotorua at the moment. Another hit up by Renata. Hutchins with an inside ball to Thorpe. Thorpe with a little 2-ball. Unfortunate for Rotorua. Owen, like I said before, they just can't keep the handling errors out of their game at the moment.
Yeah, they're one step away from scoring your try almost every time they're down this side of the field, Rotorua.
Just seems that Hastings Boys High are just doing enough to hold out Rotorua. But you just kind of get that feeling that if Rotorua can just settle things down, they can look at getting into that try zone of Hastings Boys High multiple times. But at the moment, they're their own worst enemies.
100%.
Great scum by Hastings. Norton at the back to Mike Brown. To Lambert. Great run by Lambert. Jordan McNaughton playing halfback. Mighty Leaf with a carry over the advantage line. Rotorua just playing a bit of pressure at the ruck. Great break by Tulilau. Just an unforced error by Hastings Boys High School. Advantage to Rotorua. Jai Tamati out wide. Tuvake. No advantage. The ref will look at taking it back to the original knock-on of Hastings Boys. Accidental offside to Rotorua. So no advantage for the previous knock-on.
That's great pressure there from Vince Kitty on Rotorua. He's having a great game out there, the young year 11.
He is. He's really dominating the advantage line as young Vince Kite. And I'll tell you who's guiding the ship well for Hastings Boys High is Tulilau. Made a fantastic break on down the sideline, and him and Mike Brown seem to be putting their pressure on and their hand on the game today.
Yeah, definitely. He's good captain out there, leading by example. It's a great performance by him.
Yes, it's great to have a player like Tulilau and Mike Brown in your team. JJ Laseffel with the ball. Hastings looking at another drive. Seems to be going really well for the Hastings Boys High School team today.
Great catch
there. Great take by
Oscar
Risky. You can always count on Oscar Ritchie to secure your lineouts. Such a great lock for Hastings.
Great player.
Moore working really well for Akina at the moment. The inspirational number 8, Sean McNaughton, seems like he's got the ball at the back. He's going blindside. Josiah Graham has to watch that blindside. Akina forwards are still moving. Still putting pressure on Rotorua's forward pack. Rotorua doesn't have an answer for Akina's forwards at the moment. And Big McNaughton, what a try.
That power, Sean McNaughton possesses, he's just utilises it very well on the field. We see it on the offence just as we do there, but he uses it on the defence as well.
Well, you're seeing why Sean McNaughton is ranked high in the rankings as he is. Could see him at the back here, just with the ball in his hand and calm. He knows where he is. He isn't rushing, just a steady head by the informed number 8 in New Zealand Rugby. Great try by Sean McNaughton.
Hastings boys will be...
Hastings really gaining control of this game. Rotorua, unfortunately, are still held back by the errors of their game.
Yeah, Hastings boys have been building up some slight momentum here, and we'll see how Rotorua can come back at that. Great side there and putting up some great defence. It's just the finishing touch they need to get over the line.
Well, it seems like both teams, when they have the pill in hands, Bowen, that's very dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. They're both very good teams out here today. Hastings boys taking advantage of when they're in that 10-22, like we've said before, and Rotorua being dominant the whole game, just a couple of errors letting them down.
Unfortunately for Hastings Boys High, Morco Lambert wasn't able to convert that try by Sean McNaughton. However, they have got a calm fee lead against Rotorua. 17-7 whānau here in Tauranga in the beautiful Hawke's Bay. Rotorua versus Akina. Nau mai hara mai ki tēnei papatākoro. Five minutes left in this half. Let's see if Rotorua can get a try before half time. Their coaches will be very happy if they can put some points on the board. Just a little momentum going into the second half. Great pressure by Ravudi. Gets the ball back for Rotorua. Jai Tamati out wide to big Renata. Takes them over the advantage line. Tamati to Case Vanderhayden to Kama. Broffi wasn't able to keep his balance there. He had Wadamu Brayley on the outside. Tamati to Case Vanderhayden. Vake takes a hit up. Boy, Vake's been strong today. So has this bloke, Kama. Wadamu Brayley with the ball in hand. Wadamu's been quiet today. Haven't mentioned his name. Not releasing the ball on the player on the ground. Jai Tamati makes the quick tap. Vake with another strong run. Jai Tamati with quick ball. Off to Renata again. Kama. Troy. Great try. Seta Liki Muffy Leo. Well, like we've been saying all day, Bowen, both teams are dangerous when they're in their 22. And we saw another example of that.
It's a beautiful way to use the dummy pass there. It doesn't get much better than that. You've got numbers wide. It's a 3-on-1 situation. You use it very well there.
Well, let's give credit to Ravudi, who put the pressure on the kick out to get the ball back for Rotorua, and then Rotorua were able to hold their composure and score in the corner by Setaliki Mafileu. What an awesome try.
Yeah, great teamwork there from Rotorua.
And like I said before, Bowen, this is a great start for Rotorua going into the second half. Just gets the momentum going forward for them.
Yeah, bring it to a 3-point
whānau halftime has come. Scores are 14 to Rotorua Boys High School, Hastings Boys High School 17. We're going to take a little break, whānau, and we'll be back with some highlights right after the break.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay and App to speed on through. Ooh yeah, feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
Since 2022, New Zealand Carbon Farming has been a partner in our School Sports Series, which is a collection of national sporting events that are held throughout New Zealand. They've also committed significant funding to help local schools and the communities that they're a part of so they can achieve more with their sport programs.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport and to promote sport in schools is hugely beneficial.
As a small rural school, obviously travel is an issue for us. We compete often in the Waikato.
We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel and cost of accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students.
Our students are in an area where money is tight and opportunities for them is minimal. So creating more opportunities at school for our students to participate in sport is what we're wanting to do.
So to be able to have the support of New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic this year.
We are very grateful for the funding. It's going to help a lot of our students here at Tikoti High School, especially one of our students, Callum Headley. He has made the New Zealand Kia Orahi team.
I'd just like to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for their support of the college. Without the support, we wouldn't be able to offer everything we do to the students.
Huge thank you to New Zealand Carbon Farming. Certainly the opportunities and the sponsorship that's been provided is pretty crucial for our school.
Big thanks to New Zealand Carbon Farming for everything they've done for us. Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
A big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding.
It's really helped our kids to have more opportunities.
Gaining the extra funding really goes a long way to providing opportunities.
We are low on the socioeconomic index, so our students haven't got $200 when we're going away for these trips.
Students often miss out on opportunities because of the financial commitment.
More often than not, the student has to give up their sport.
With the funding from Apollo Projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions.
Your generosity has enabled us to enable these students to be able to play in these sports, be able to just be the best versions of themselves.
We're really grateful, and I cannot express that enough about how and what it means to us.
Welcome back whānau ki tēnei game o te pō, Rotorua versus Ākina. Scores are 14 to Rotorua, 17 to Hastings Boys High School. Bowen, exciting game of rugby today. It's been an awesome competition between the two teams.
Yeah, some back and forth gameplay. It's as we always expect from these two teams.
Just a few names to highlight from the first half. How good has Vincent Kite been? One of the outstanding players of the first half.
Oh, he's been electric. I mean, for a year living out there and doing the things that he's doing, it's amazing to see and amazing to imagine what's going to happen in the future with him. He's a great player out there, and see how he plays in the second half.
And of course, inspirational captain Tuli Lau, he's been awesome today as well, guiding the team around the field. Awesome.
He's a great leader out there by example, and just by morals, he's great captain, great player out there.
Case looking to start the second half off. Rotorua Boys High 14, Hastings Boys High School 17. Deep kick-off by Evander Hayden again, collected by Oscar Rischi. Mike Brown off to Tulilau. Tulilau puts a high kick in for Josiah Graham to collect. Aroha Mai 22, a replacement for Rotorua Boys High. Good break by Woodamoo Brayley. Woodamoo Brayley using his speed on the outside. Chip and chase by Woodamoo. Unfortunately, just a little bit too deep, but great break by Woodamoo Brayley.
Phenomenal.
Rotorua putting pressure on the Hastings boys ruck. Mike Brown with the clearance off to Oscar Ritchie. Great little run by Oscar Ritchie. Great clearance by Mike Brown off to Tulilau. Collected by Case van der Hayden. Milosevic, this looks like. Great turnover. There looks like it's big, mighty Leaf. Great turnover by the tight head prop.
Great asset.
Rotorua Boys High just finding themselves isolated there. And big, strong, mighty Leaf with a great turnover. Looks like Tulilau is looking for touch. Bowen. Great field position for and territory for Hastings Boys High School in the starting half.
Yeah, a bit of a change of things for the first half and from the first half. Sorry, we saw Rotorua.
Milosevic just a little isolated there, and Mighty Leaf was able to get his ball, his hands on the ball. Great turnover by Hastings Boys High School and great field position. Let's see if they can capitalise while being in the 22. Great maul by Hastings, using the maul to the advantage today. Rotorua they haven't had an answer for the maul of Hastings Boys High School.
Messy ruck there from the Hastings
Messy ball
boys.
for Mike Brown. Number 21 hits it up. Tulilau sees an opportunity on the blind side. Oh, but the pass just leading him down. Taka whakamua. But referee Biden was playing advantage for Hastings Boys High School.
Yeah, captain there, Isaiah Tulio for Hastings Boys. Looking like he's taken a bit of a shot to the groin. Or the hand, is it?
He saw an opportunity out wide here, and it was on, definitely on for Hastings Boys High School. I think he should have given the ball to McNaughton, and McNaughton could have played off that ball with a little 2 ball. But they were playing under advantage, and this Moore Bowen has been an absolute beast for the Hastings Boys High School today.
Taking advantage of it twice now. See if they can make it a third.
And how good has Oscar Ritchie been today? He's just a player you can count on, and he turns up every single day and does his mahi. Sean McNaughton looks like he's got the ball again. Held up. Great defence that time by Rotorua. Hastings Boys High have used this this maul of theirs to great advantage.
Number 6 there from Rotorua Boys. The try scorer has gone down. Seems to have taken a bit of a hit to the head there.
Well, looks like the big boys of Cornervalo, Lucefo and Leaf have just walked all over him. Penalty for Hastings Boys High. I'm not too sure what that's for. Knock on. Again, Bowen. Costly handling errors have let Rotorua down today.
Yeah, just out of the start from in the try line, from that great defence holding the ball up, and then just another costly error. Get Hastings Boys in a critical position there.
Yes, well, I'm going to throw something at you. The Hastings Boys High scrum has been deadly all day. Look for McNaughton at the back to take a run.
Oh, I thought
Mike
you were
Brown
right
clears
there,
it off to Tulilau. Off to Lambert. Short bar to Tulilau. Oh. Just the ball going to the ground.
Just another
great
hand
idea.
we see there.
Exactly, Bowen. And you don't expect Tulilau to make a handling error like that, but if he was able to get that pass away crisp, could have been a try for Hastings Boys.
Yeah, definitely.
Great backline play.
Just the unlucky
Just the last pass costing Hastings there. Just like to thank our sponsors for today's game, whānau. Apollo Projects, Whakaata Māori, Bailey's, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming. Thank you guys for your support. Ngā mihi kia koutou katoa. I thought that Hastings would have kept that in their scrum. Their scrum's been dominant all day, Bowen. And you've got Sean at the back. Maybe they could have played that a little bit different.
Yeah,
just as Mike Brown cleared the ball out, it looked like Hastings were getting dominance over the Rotorua scrum.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a powerful scrum this whole game with the likes of Sean McNaughton at the back of it. They'd be looking to take advantage, but from our point of view, we see it a different way to them.
Penalty for Rotorua, Hastings Boys High not holding their weight in the scrum. So Case van der Hayden looking for a touch. Poor kick by Case van der Hayden, not finding the touch line. Another messy pass for Tulilau.
Get up! Take him out!
Messy ball for Hastings Boys High School. Again, Rotorua applying pressure at the ruck. Penalty. Rotorua coming in from the side.
Discipline!
Rotorua there with a great opportunity, just didn't take advantage as much as they could have.
Yeah, exactly. So again, penalties letting them down. Mene te kupu mo te penalty. Rotorua given well over 7 penalties in today's game.
You'd have to think Hastings Boys would go for the maul in this situation here. Inside the 22.
Well, go back to what's been working for them all game. Tino Rawe they're more for today's Kemu.
China!
19 clears it up for Rotorua. Jai Tamati looking to clear the ball to Case van der Hayden.
Go Joey! Go Joey! Go Joey! Go Joey!
Nudge there, stays in.
Stack him! Stack him!
Morko Lambert throws the intercept.
Oh, what a poor pass. Karma with the ball. Karma's pace. Can he
Rafe
get to
Robinson,
the try line?
what a chase down
Great
there.
tackle by Robinson.
Try-saving tackle there by Rafe Robinson. Causes the error as well with the help of Klein Lowe. What a change in pace we see.
Mickey Robinson. Great covering tackle by Robinson there. Had to be made, otherwise the try was scored.
Stack him! Stack him!
Lambert with a loose pass. Malachi Kam was able to capitalise. And again, just those handling errors, letting Rotorua down. Needed composure there. And again, just one pass, letting them down before attacking the try line of Hastings Boys High School.
That's Morko Lambert gone down for the injury here for Hastings Boys. They've got to hope it's nothing too bad because he's a star player for them. Other than an error he's made just before, he's had a great game for Hastings.
Ai, ka pai te Kemu mo Lambert mo tēnei pō. He's had a really great game. Scrum on the on the 15-metre line of Hastings Boys High School.
Lambert there, just coming off the shoulder injury, going in for that ankle tap. Couldn't quite get it.
Well, we haven't mentioned Robinson all day, but he come up with probably one of the most important moments of the game, Bowen.
Oh, definitely is. He hasn't had a bad game, Robinson, and he's took his time to shine, and he's couldn't ask for much better from him in that situation.
Yeah, it's a big old. Look at the size of that cat.
Messy ruck by Hastings again. Just Rotorua applying pressure on Hastings Boys High School ruck. Tulilau with the kick.
Okay, so the only way we're going to get this.
Josiah Graham with the ball, looking at running it back to Hastings.
No, because the ref will pull you up if you're bleeding that much. You're bleeding quite a bit, and it's a big open cut. Hold that there. Hey, sharp, take a minute or two, okay?
He tairutu tērā. Penalty to Rotorua Boys High School. Dangerous tackle. Case van der Hayden looking at getting the ball in good position for Rotorua to capitalise. He kupu Māori, rutu he. Illegal tackle, whānau. Kupu hau mō tātou katoa. He rutu he. Illegal tackle. Line out for Rotorua, Harold rounds.
In a beautiful position there, or
just again the handling errors letting Rotorua down today. And Tulilau looking at finding touch but doesn't make the touch line. Received by Josiah Graham. Milosevic to Jai Tamati to Case van der Hayden. Skip pass by Wuramu Brayley. Off to Malachi Kama with another barnstorming run. But gives a loose ball to number 21. Mike Brown looking at clearing the ball. Little knock on there. Again, Bowen. It seems like we're harping on about this all day, but the handling errors by both teams have been kino.
Oh, you'd have to pray for them at the next trainings that they don't get drilled into them to keep those ball in their hands. Both coaches.
I have to agree with you. I have to agree.
Some basic errors.
And unfortunately, there's exactly. He taka whakamua tērā whānau. Out wide to 22, Milosevic to Josiah Graham. Again, another handling error by Robinson down the sideline. Oh, he turns the 21, Milosevic inside out. Another great run by Robinson. Can he link with anyone? And there's the form, Oscar Ritchie. Oh,
he's just knocked it on the try line there.
Unfortunately, wasn't able to finish off maybe one of the tries of the season.
Oh, just another, like we've said before, another handing error just from Gizzy Boys has put the ball in Rafe Robinson's hands. A dangerous player on the defence, and we see it on the offence. Electric on his feet, like his opposite wing, Kyan Low. Some unselfish.
Wow, Bowen.
Great work, great support.
Robinson's just come out of nowhere. He's really stepped his game up in this second half.
We see the fitness coming through now. The boys that have started in the first half, and he's brought the impact in the second half. Some great work there from Rafe Robinson. 12 there.
Nui ngā taka whakamua mō tēnei kēmu. So many handling errors, unforced errors by both teams. But is it a surprise to you? Guess who was the first person there, Bowen? Oscar Ritchie. Boy, he has had a strong game.
His support's phenomenal there, Oscar Ritchie. And so Hastings Boys have had a sub there.
Great little chip for
it's been subbed
Case van der Hayden,
another
Wuramu Brayley.
Another year 11, Panapa Lambert has came in.
Awesome. Great run by Troy Harmy. Gee, he's been great this year.
Almost charged
Leads
down
by
there
the front
Phil
every
Fetzel.
single game, Troy Harmy.
That's Morco Lambert back from the blood bin there, seeking redemption.
Mike Brown giving it off to JJ Lucifo. Great run by JJ. Something's brewing on the blind side, but Mike Brown spins it off to Quinevalu with a nice inside boy to Mighty Leaf. Mike Brown looking both sides. Picks the blind side with 3 defenders out at Rotorua, but another loose pass for Hastings Boys High. Penalty for Hastings Boys High School. Harold Rounds not staying on his feet and not rolling away. Multiple errors by Rotorua in that phase of play.
The Hastings boys lucky there. Some handing errors looking like they're about to come through, but saved then that one.
Yes, he harmony more Hastings Boys High School. Tulilau gets them in good position. Maybe 5 metres past the 22-metre line of Rotorua Boys High School. JJ Lucifo with the ball. If I was Rotorua Boys High, Bowen, I'll be putting a jumper right up on Oscar Ritchie. It's going straight to Oscar.
Oh, he's been dominant in the lineup, as he predicted. He's a tall lad out there, great hands on him. Even the hard ones, he does his job.
Thought there was maybe a knock on by Oscar, but no, the ref continues plays on for Hastings Boys High School. Mike Brown to Tulilau. Great hands on the wing again. By Hastings Boys High School to the dangerous Robinson. Boy, he's picked his game up in the last 20 minutes.
And there's another handing area there from Hastings Boys.
Yes, Bowen, absolutely right. Yeah, Painga for Rotorua Boys High School. Low with the ball, what can he do? Dangerous Low, just like his father.
There. Oh, the offload to Vince Kitty. And another offload there to you.
Kite again with a support play. Can he get over the try line?
Hastings Boys
great work by Kite. Mike Brown looking at capitalising here. Big run by Quinevalu. Kite again with the ball in hand. Gives it off to JJ Lucifo. McNaughton with the ball. No, just short. Hastings Boys High really need to find their composure here.
Joseph Lucifo playing in the half.
JJ Lucifo with the ball. Oh, this is a try. Oh.
Ref taking it back there to a penalty advantage.
Hastings Boys High playing under a Painga advantage whānau. Anei ngā kupu.
Got to look to the scrum for that one.
Painga advantage, penalty, minute. Injury break for Hastings Boys High School, but the forwards for Hastings Boys High School have worked tidily today, Bowen.
Yeah, they've been performing well. Well, the Hastings Boys forwards have against a strong Rotorua Boys forward pack, as they always are. It's good to see Hastings Boys putting some competition up there. But we've seen Kyan Lowe light on his feet, but he's got the strength in that fend there. It's great to see the versatility of him.
Well, it's great to see Lowe and Robinson having great games for Hastings Boys High School today. But I'll tell you another couple names that have really been laying a platform for Hastings. Bowen has been Quinevalu, Lucifo, and Big Mighty Leaf.
Their front row, this game's been phenomenal. Their lifting game has been great in the lineouts, and then in the scrums they've been dominant. It's great to see a young.
Well, I'm going to go to something. I'm going to go to something I said to you earlier in the game. Keep it in the scrum. use the dominance in the scrum and get Sean McNaughton to get his hand on it. McNaughton with the ball, gives a nice pass off the 13. Rowlands.
Gary Rowlands there. We haven't seen much of him this game, but he's a powerful player there.
Mike Brown gives it off to JJ Lucefo. Another strong carry by JJ Lucefo. Hastings want to look for their dominant players like Tuli Lau and McNaughton. Penalty again for Hastings Boys High School. Here, Harmini playing the halfback. Hastings Boys High just needs to settle things down. Go back to their forward pack. Exactly what they're doing now. Oscar Ritchie with a great carry. Purenivailu looking like he's going to pick up the ball and get a try. Oh, great try.
That was Sean McNaughton there again.
Guess who?
Dominant player there.
Guess who? That's 2 tries for Sean McNaughton for today. Like I've been saying all day, Bowen, the boys from Hastings just needed to settle down and use their big boys. And they did that well.
100%.
Sean McNaughton getting the try for Hastings Boys.
The Hastings Boys backs using their pace, bring it into that 22, and then their forwards just pushing that extra nudge to get over the line.
He piro me te kapa ākina. Great try by Sean McNaughton, his second for today, which brings the score to 22-14 with the kick to come.
This one's being kicked by Monty Timu here, getting on the field for Hastings Boys.
Great kick by Monty Timu. Hastings Boys High have created them a comfy little lead, leading by 10 points. Hastings Boys High School 24, Rotorua 14. Well, there's 3 standout names from Hastings Boys High School, Bowen. Oscar Ritchie, Sean McNaughton, and, well, I'm going to give it to Kite. They've been outstanding today for Hastings Boys High School.
I definitely agree with that. We've had some standouts like Rafe Robinson come through in the second half, but the likes of Sean McNaughton, Oscar Ritchie, and Vincent Kitty, they've been consistent throughout the whole game, dominant, pushing through over the line. Great game from all 3 of them.
Let's see if Raukura can get themselves back in the game. It's been all Hastings Boys High School in this in the last 20 minutes. Milosevic with the carry. Good clean ball by Tamati. Van der Hayden off to Kama. Kama's been deadly all day. But Hastings Boys High do a really good job at stopping Kama. Good little two ball on to Harold Rounds there by Gilbert.
Raukura playing with a different energy after that try. Looking to get back into it.
Yes, they are.
Raising the intensity.
Well, we always knew that they got this in them, but just handling errors have been letting them down. Jai Tamati with looking for a clean ball. Case Van der Hayden waiting for the ball. Aroha Mai, there goes to Renata with a backdoor option. Troy Harmy with the ball. Great run by Troy Harmy. Inspirational leader, Troy Harmy. Great carry for Raukura. Good 2 ball on there by Renata to Harold Rounds. Jai Tamati looked at going the blind side, changed his mind. Case with a ball that looked a little forward, but the ref has allowed that to carry on.
Beautiful tackle from Monty
Josiah Graham just getting ankle tap there. Good rush, good saving tackle by Akina. Renata with a strong carry just over the 22. Looks like advantage has been played for Raukura. He Painga. Jai Tamati with the ball off to Gilbert. 2 ball on to Aroha Mai. There looks like Leo Sangato. Little kick over the top by Van der Hayden. But playing under advantage. So Rotorua will probably look to kick to the touch and exploit Hastings Boys High School with their maul.
And they're going for the points here. Down
Well,
by
it's
10.
not a bad option, Bowen. Down by 10, that will bring them into a one-score position. That's probably the right move to make from the captain, Jai Tamati.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you're in the middle of the field. It's a hard kick to meet the touchline. And good way to just start closing that gap and build some momentum for Rotorua here.
Yes. Te kai whana, Case van der Hayden stepping up to take this penalty.
He's had an outstanding game for Rotorua.
He has. He's guided the ship well for Rotorua. And makes the conversion. Whana! Rotorua Boys High School brought the game back in within a one-score position. Looks like Tulilau has come off and his replacement is who, Bowen?
That's Monty Timu in there.
Monty Timu.
Great player for Hastings Boys. Oh, and great break there from the one.
Another strong bust by Harold Browns. Off to Renata.
Some prop hooker duo there.
Boy, those two props. Yes, boy, those two props for Rotorua have been good today.
Yeah, definitely.
Both forward packs working tirelessly. Milosevic with the ball, but just tackled by Lowe, but penalty back. Players coming off their feet. And an offside penalty by referee Baden.
So this is where we see that momentum from Rotorua building up, and that 3 points that they added to their score not too long ago. We'll see how that plays now.
Well, Rotorua minimising their mistakes. And like we've said all game, if they can minimise their handling errors, they'll get a roll on and they can put points on the board. But at the moment, they were their own worst enemies, Bon.
Definitely. They started to limit those mistakes, and it's shown in their game now with the meters they're making, the momentum they've gained. Great work from Rotorua.
Jai Taimati out wide to Van der Hayden. Jai Taimati out wide, going the same way. Kama inside ball to Renata. Again exploiting the short side by Jai Taimati. Hastings look to apply pressure on the ruck. Ravudi with a strong carry over the advantage line. Advantage by the referee. He Painga for Rotorua. Number 16 taking the ball up. Number 21, wide ball out to Malachi Kama. But playing with an advantage.
Boy, Rafe Robinson there. Got a few of the spectators.
Tell me now, does anyone catch Robinson if he catches that ball?
Well, I mean, we saw him chase down a Rotorua player on the wing on the defense. It'd be hard to catch him on the offense.
Yes, exactly.
He's another young...
Lucky enough for Rotorua.
Young player out there for Hastings Boys. He's a year 12. He's still got next year as well in him.
Yes, he's having a blinder of a game as Robinson. But just here, Hastings Boys High offside, hence why Robinson was up so close. So let's see if Rotorua can take advantage of their position and territory right now.
Looking for the points again. Cut that lead down even shorter.
Yeah, that's an interesting move.
With the strength that they have in the forward pack, irrelevant of the other scrums throughout the game, I'd be looking for a scrum on that one. They're a strong forward pack, Rotorua.
Yes, they are.
Still time, mate, still time. Execute.
Kai Whana stepping up to the tee. Case van der Hayden. Looks like there's been a backline shift for Rotorua. Case van der Hayden moving into the second 5, and Kaya Martini coming in at 20. Ryan Elliott, aroha mai whānau. Ryan Elliott. About 15 minutes to go, whānau. Hastings Boys High School leading Rotorua Boys High School 24-20. Timu taking the restart. Deep kick by Timu. Received by Ravudi. Strong game for Ravudi today. Harold Rounds looking at taking another carry. Must be his 20th carry of the game. Tamati with a good ball out to Renata. He's been strong, but it looks like a knock-on. Can Hastings? Can they capitalise? Out wide. Low with the ball. Great composure by Low. Again, Rotorua applying pressure at the ruck. But Vincent Kite again there to secure the ball for Akina. Number 9, Mike Brown gives the ball out to JJ Lasefo.
That's Membrance Tahu's back in now. We were talking about him early on.
Big Membrance Tahu. Number 16, Bowen. Membrance Tahu.
I believe he's number 17. Number 17 he is.
Number 17. Watch out, whānau, for big Membrance. Wouldn't be surprised at all if he gets a try here.
There's Daniel Tuala, brother of Danny Tuala. Great player out there.
Oh, the centre for Moana Pacifica. Great forward pack by Hastings Boys High School. Laying the foundations. Where's big Membrance? This is where you usually see him get his hands on the ball.
Hastings with an advantage here as well. They use it. Sean McNaughton. And again, Sean McNaughton.
Try. What a great unselfish play by Hastings Boys High School. Sean McNaughton going in for his 3rd try. How good has this bloke been today, Bowen?
Oh, I mean, we've seen it week in, week out, and today he's just been put on the spotlight with a few tries there. Sean McNaughton, he's had a beautiful game, and it's whether he's scored the tries or not, it's his defense and his offense that have been performing for us today. It's great to see out there.
Tauranga Piro, Sean McDermott getting the triple for Hastings Boys High School today. Boy, he's been great for Akina today. Definitely leading by the front. And we see now, Bowen, why Sean McNaughton is ranked highly in the high school top 200 rankings. Whānau, if you don't know what high school top 200 is, type that in Google and then sign up, and you'll be able to see all the rankings throughout the whole of the high school rugby in Aotearoa. Misconversion by Timor, which brings the game, which gives Hastings Boys High School a 9-point lead over Rotorua Boys High School. Akina 29, Rotorua Boys High School, Raukura 20. Van der Hayden with a kickoff. Deep kickoff, which is surprising. 4 minutes to go here in Hastings Boys High School. You thought they might have gone short, give them a chance at a turnover. But guess who takes the ball again? Sean McNaughton.
Nice kick there by Monty Timu. Put it behind Raukura.
Milosevic with the ball at the back. What can Milosevic do? Kicks the ball back to Lambert. Off to Monty Timu. Hastings Boys High just winning this kicking battle against Raukura at the moment. Milosevic with a kick and finds the touchline. in between the 22-10 metre line.
Both teams have been using the kicking game very well this game.
Just seems like Hastings Boys High are just executing that little bit more better, Bowen.
Yeah, they put their work in on their kicking game throughout practice. They love to use it because they've got the speed on the wings with the likes of Kai and Noah and Rafe Robinson. So why wouldn't you?
I'm surprised that Okuda haven't put pressure on Oscar Ritchie. It's been going to him all day, but I don't think that Okuda have figured that trick out.
Yeah,
Monty Timu with the carry.
Joseph Little-Sefo and Oscar Ritchie, great duo in the line out there.
Good strong hit up by JJ Lucefo, but a penalty for Okuda, holding on. JJ just finding himself a little isolated there, and Harold Rounds with the strong game he's had gets the turnover for Okuda.
Good hold from the 10 from Okuda. And Kai No picks up the ball. Oh, tackler not releasing there.
Not releasing the player on the ground. McNaughton giving away that penalty. Probably his first mistake of the game. Jai Tamati out wide, looking for Malachi Kama. Ravudi, forward pass, I thought, but Wiramu Brayley with the ball. What can he do? The speed star, Wiramu Brayley. Great run by Brayley there. Gilbert with the ball.
But Okuda was
Harold Rounds with the clearance. Quick ball.
They'll be needing
Case Van der Hayden is yelling at Jai Tamati for the ball. Jai just arriving to the right now. Number 17 for Okuda takes the ball up with a great run. Out wide to Malachi Kama. Number 19 for Okuda straightening up the line. Looks like there's been a turnover by Akina. But a knock on I just saw. Yeah, knock on.
Okuda needing to take advantage of this one.
Runners for... Yeah, absolutely, Bone. Just the one-off runners for Okuda getting themselves isolated, and you're getting guys like Oscar Ritchie and Reed Paiwai, Sean McNaughton getting over the ball and just causing havoc for Rotorua Boys High School.
Yeah, some strength in amongst those three players, and the fitness throughout the whole game, they've been showing it.
Absolutely right. Well, 2 35-minute halves, and Sean McNaughton's first mistake come in the 33rd minute. So it just goes to show how fit these boys are.
Exceptional game from Sean McNaughton.
Case Van der Hayden out wide to Milicevic. Bad pass, puts Wiramu Brayley under pressure. What can Wiramu do? Using his speed just to get out of that tackle. But again, finding himself isolated. But Jai Tamati's got the ball. Wide to big Harold Rounds. You can see why this guy is in the Chiefs under 18 schoolboys. He's had a top game today, Harold Rounds.
Definitely.
Nice short ball by 17.
There's the Kai and Low on the
Great
chase.
try. Great try
Nice
for
try there
Okuda.
for Okuda. Beautiful
Number
work.
19, Josh Norman. Bowen, well, they've probably got a couple minutes left in play. It's all coming down to this last minute.
It'll probably be final play.
Great
after
try.
this
Look at
stop.
the short ball by the big 17. Gives a nice short ball out to Malachi Kama to Ravudi, and then Josh Norman finishes out wide. Great try by Okuda.
Just a beautiful try on that one.
He Pirotera. Now, Fano, if there isn't any injury time left in this game, in this Kemu, Hastings Boys High will be leaving their field victorious for today. And that's game over. Akina takes the victory today. Akina 29, Rotorua Boys High School 25. Great game by Hastings Boys High School today. Bowen, great game from your team today.
The boys will be stoked out there, but Rotorua Boys, I mean, you can't take it away from them. They've performed, especially in the second half, limiting their mistakes. They've performed very well out there today, worked very hard. They just deserve as much credit.
Yes, and just the usual suspects that played awesome today. Sean McNaughton, Oscar Ritchie, Mighty Leaf, JJ Lucefo, Rollins, Lowe and Tulilau really set the tone for Hastings Boys High School and able to get the win for the team today.
Yeah, definitely. Great work from all the players out there today, especially the ones you've just listed. They've all performed very well, and great to see how they carry it onto their game this Saturday against Tauranga Boys.
Yes, and just on that note, whānau, the two teams still have their scheduled games for this week, both returning to the Bay of Plenty. Rotorua Boys High are hosting Palmerston North Boys High at 12 o'clock at Rotorua Boys High School, and Hastings travelling to Tauranga Boys High to take on the big four pack of Tauranga at 12 p.m. at Tauranga Boys High School, Nicholson Park. Well, it's great to have you all come to this game today. Bowen, been an absolute pleasure calling this game with you today, brother.
Same goes, thank you very much.
It's awesome. Well, kia koutou katoa ko tai mai nei ki tēnei hōtaka. Tēnā koutou, tēnei te mihi atu kia koutou katoa.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport is hugely beneficial.
Want to catch a fuel bargain with Caltex and Supergold? Scan your Caltex at Flybuys or Airpoints for 6 cents off per litre with Pumped. And show your Supergold card for an extra 2 cents off. Feels good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this isn't about what we wore back in the day.
we're going to go now. Going once, going twice, no more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
A big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding.
It's really helped our kids to have more opportunities.
Gaining the extra funding really goes a long way to providing opportunities.
We are low on the socioeconomic index, so our students haven't got $200 when we're going away for these trips.
Students often miss out on opportunities because of the financial commitment.
More often than not, the student has to give up their sport.
With the funding from Apollo Projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions.
Your generosity has enabled us to enable these students to be able to play in these sports, be able to just be the best versions of themselves.
We're really grateful, and I cannot express that enough about how and what it means to us.